Ooh, welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this right here. Well, Joker will never be a top 10 to top 15 player, in my opinion, because he has never did what we're going to talk about today in this video. And it's real elementary, guys. There's no hate against Joker, but he has to be held to the same standard. This is starting to be a LeBron James type of issue, guys, and where the standard is just out the window. And as I was talking about doing this video today, I'm sitting there, and then on my feed, Johnny Arnett video comes up talking about Joker is the most valuable player in NBA history. And to top the insanity off, he puts Michael Jordan behind Joker, and Michael Jordan is like kind of like shaking his head. I don't know. He's kind of looking sad. I don't know what he was trying to, put Michael Jordan as in the back, but Michael Jordan was in the back looking sad with a Hornets shirt on. I'm like, wow, talk about insult to injury. This is the same guy, Johnny Arnett, who still hasn't put out the LeBron James overinflated stats after he did clutch work and put out that video for Tim Habershaw, which nobody's seen the video. It was just Tim Habershaw running his mouth as a Clutch Sports agent, and Johnny Arnett decided to go put out that video. So it's been a lot of stuff going on and talked about with Joker, and the whole SCAP thing. Everybody's going at SCAP, and it's not really about going after Joker. It's about holding this guy to a standard. They say this guy's a top 10 player. They say he's the greatest of all time, a top 3 player, but they have zero to show for it. But some MVPs that he ain't really going against no real competition in his era, and some stats that he ain't really going against. He ain't going against no real competition at the center position in his era. Great. We give him that. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Look, I got this guy. I said Joker is the greatest player in the 2020s. I put him over LeBron James. Straight up, I did. Because after what LeBron James did, and this is why a lot of people don't understand. This guy is not about winning, guys. LeBron James isn't about winning. He's there as a clown show. That's it. To sell you ratings in the NBA. But when him and Anthony Davis lost to Joker 4-0 and 4-1, and Joker had no all-star teammate, no all-NBA teammate, I was done. No Hall of Fame teammate. I was done. I was done with LeBron James. I'm putting Joker over you. It's still, LeBron James to me ain't a top 10 player. He's not a top 15 player. He's going about his business, doing it wrong. So, you look at Joker, like I said, in the manner he beat LeBron James, and LeBron James had that type of help, and LeBron James supposed to be the GOAT. Joker is over LeBron James after that, guys. It ain't got nothing to do with MVPs and championships and all that stuff when we talk about LeBron James, because all that shit done sell with him. It's over for him. He don't win about it the wrong way. So in this video, this is the original video I was going to make about why I don't think Joker is a top 10, top 15 player, because he hasn't did these things that we're going to talk about in this video. And then on the back end, we're just going to dismantle what Johnny Arnett said. This guy is a clown. Like I said, all this stuff has been coming out about Joker. And then now he makes this video, and we're going to talk about what it was about. But it's a clown act by Johnny Arnett, man. This guy is another scab. So to me, why I think he can't be a top 10, top 15, top 12 player is because he's been playing Joker for about 11 years, guys. And he's never been on a great to all-time great team. He hasn't. One championship, one finals appearance doesn't qualify you for ever being on a great to all-time great team. It doesn't, guys. I'm not trying to say you have to win 2 championships, 3 championships, or anything like that. But if you can't even make more than one finals appearance, guys, in 10 seasons, and they're calling this guy a top 10 player, a top 5 player, a top 3 player, the greatest player of all time, one finals appearance in his era. And before we get into this, I don't want to hear about who he done played with, who he got, nothing like this, guys, because the guys that I'm about to mention, they made moves. They went and got an all-time great player if they didn't have it. I've done said this before, and I don't know why anybody ain't saying it, because it's such common sense. Every great player went out there and made moves. Isaiah Thomas went and made moves to win championships. Okay. The Lakers even made moves in the 80s to win championships. We already know LeBron James is the biggest move maker to win championships. Kevin Durant went and made moves to win championships. Curry, any player you want to name, guys, they went and made moves to win championships. I don't care if it's just a little piece on the back end. They went and made moves. Michael Jordan went and got Dennis Rodman to win championships. Even guys who didn't even win, we got to think about, They went out and got Horace Grant. Orlando did. They didn't win a championship, but they got to the championship. Guys went out there and made moves to win championships. So I don't, to me, when I see Joker sit up there and go back to Serbia, he's not making moves. Guys in his own era is making moves, guys, to win championships. We done seen that since he's been in the league. So I don't care who he's playing with, because all the star players go out and make moves to win championships. That's just how it is. There's no excuse for this guy to go back to Serbia every year and put this on the general manager to make the moves. And the moves he makes is just clown ass moves. Russell Westbrook, and he goes. I think Russell Westbrook was like the first Hall of Famer that he went and got, and Russell Westbrook was already at the end of the road, guys. Already at the end of the road. So Kevin Durant can go where he wants to go. Luka can go where he wants to go. AD can go where it don't matter. James Harden can go where he want to go and play with who he want to play with. All these guys in Joker's era can do what they want to do to try to win championships. But Joker, as a star player, his fans will cry up and down, oh man, he ain't got nobody, he ain't played with the Hall of Fame teammate. And yet he lets these broke ass injured teammates, Murray, Gordon, all these guys sign these big ass contracts, and they're always hurt, guys. I'm not trying to tell you that he's got to go build a super team. I'm not trying to say that. All I'm trying to say is, it seems to me that he wants stats over going to get another Hall of Fame great player. We looked at Dame. He went over there and he played with he played with Greek Freak. Everybody's making moves, guys. So I don't want to hear who he done played with, because he's not out there trying to play with another great player. It just seems like he wants stats. So let's get into this. Like I said, this confirms he can't never be a top 10, top 15, 12 player, whatever. Whatever you want to say, top 10 to top 15 or top 12. He's never played on a great team or an all-time great team. And that's on him, guys. That's on him. All these great players, it was on them to make their team a great team or an all-time great team. So we know about George Mikan. What about him? He won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 championships, guys. 5 championships. Yep. He played on an all-time great team. We know about Bob Pettit. Bob Pettit, listen to this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times Bob Pettit went to the championship game, went to the finals. And guess what? He only won 1, but still, he played on a great team. He made that team great. It's not an all-time great team, but he played on a great team. So, in my opinion, I'm taking Bob Pettit over Joker any day, because of what Bob Pettit was able to do. And most people consider Bob Pettit the greatest power forward of all time until what? I don't know, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, something like that. And he was able to beat the Boston Celtics, a dynasty, in 58. 58 was the year that the Celtics, if I'm not mistaken, have 3 All-NBA first-team members. And Bob Cousy won, what? The MVP. And Bob Pettit beat them in the NBA Finals, guys. And Bob Pettit had to go against them, what, like 4 times in the NBA Finals? So that's what Bob Pettit was able to do. Be on a great team. Some people can say it's all-time great, but I won't consider 1 win an all-time great team. Now, give me Bob Pettit over Joker. So in my opinion, Wilt Chamberlain, between Philadelphia and San Francisco, he was in the finals 2 times. And he was able to win 1 championship, and was able to break up the Celtics dynasty, not in the finals, but in the regular season. I would say he was on an all-time great team. At least he got there 2 times and was able, like I said, not in the finals, but he was able to break up that dynasty. Wilt Chamberlain. And how he was able to do it is because he sacrificed his stats, and he let Hal Greer lead in scoring. That's how he did it. He sacrificed his stats. Now, let's talk about the Boston Celtics. And, I get on Bill Russell a lot because, the stuff they say about Wilt Chamberlain and, Bob Pettit and not they, we know who we're talking about, Jim, and some of these other fools. The trash that they talk about, Elgin Baylor and Jerry West and stuff like that. So I clap back and I'll talk about Bill Russell. But you guys got to realize all these guys on the Boston Celtics, they sacrifice their stats to win. They sacrifice their stats to win championships. Does that sound like Joker? Does that sound like Joker? Is he sacrificing his stats to win? Is he going to get an all-time great player or a future Hall of Famer so he can sacrifice his stats to win? It don't sound like that. This guy is pulling a triple-double in year 11, guys. This is what? What are you in year 4 or something like that? The bar is championships, guys. Nobody cares about this guy pulling a triple-double. He's supposed to be an all-time great player. So the bar is championships, and this guy is caring about a triple. Come on, guys. This is the most ridiculous thing you ever seen. So when we talk about some of these guys, they sacrifice stats on the Boston Celtics to win championships. So Bill Russell played on an all-time great team, the greatest team of all time. We know that. So Joker ain't even in that wheelhouse of Bill Russell. Let's talk about the Lakers. Say what you want. Oh man, that was Jerry West and Elgin Baylor. They both got drafted to the team, guys. I mean, and they went up against a dynasty. They went up against a dynasty. Now, they didn't win no championship, and they were in the finals all those times, so we can't really, qualify them because that would be unfair. In this case, we won't talk about Joker. So we're not going to put them in there. But we can definitely talk about the 70s Lakers when they went to 1, 2, 3 NBA finals and won one. All-time great team. And, I don't know who you want to qualify. I guess you would put, Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West as the two players. But that's an all-time great team. We talk about the Knicks in the 70s. And they won 2 championships and with the 3 finals. I mean, come on, man. What's the excuse for Joker, guys? What's the joke? What's the excuse? He never played on a. We talk about Havlicek. We know he won the championships back, in the 60s. But Boston, if I'm mistaken, went to 2 finals in the 70s. And they won. So give me Havlicek. I'm just saying, give me Havlicek, who was making defensive teams too. It was a 2-way player. Give me Havlicek over Joker. I mean, it's just a joke, guys. Washington with the 3 finals in the 70s and won one, guys. That's a great team. Not an all-time great team. And Joker's been a 1. Give me Wes Unseld over Joker. I'm just trying to tell you guys. I don't care who was on these teams, guys. Milwaukee Bucks, they went to 2 finals in the 70s and won 1. A great team. Not an all-time great team. A great team. Of course, give me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over Joker. I don't care. I've already told you from the beginning. I don't care who was on what team. What did Kareem do? He went and made moves to play with Oscar Robertson, guys. This is what it's about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. None of these all-time great players is winning these championships without making moves. So to me, I can't cry a river for Joker in year 10 for not making moves and go and play with an all-time great player. I can't cry this guy a river. Now, if they're not saying this guy isn't top 10, top 5, top 12, top 15, cool. I'm cool with it. I'm not banging on the dude. But it's these fools out here that's saying this ludicrous stuff that makes no sense, guys. That makes 0 sense. Of course, give me Dr. J. Give me Dr. J, who went to 1, 2, 3, 4 finals and won 1 championship. He played on a great team, the Philadelphia. I know who was on that team. But they made moves, guys. Why did they make moves? Because the competition they was playing against. So let me ask you, what is the competition that Joker has been playing against? Is it any of these teams that I named? Because as I've been going through this, fools gonna be like, well, they had this guy on their team. They had this guy. Yes, we know that. But who was they going against as far as their competition? They had other guys on their team. 1, 2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers. That's the competition they was going against. So Minnesota, that's the competition that Joker is going against. OKC, who's won 1 championship, and they got took to a game 7 by the Indiana Pacers, who didn't have their best player. That's the competition. With only one Hall of Fame, one guy that you can say is going to the Hall of Fame right now on OKC. One guy, guaranteed. There's no guarantee for Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, none of these other guys. They have 0 resume. I think Jalen Williams might have made 1 All-NBA. That's it. Who is the great teams that Joker is going against, guys? None. It's all fugazi, guys. I don't want to hear about who was on these other teams back in the day. So we know about the 80s Lakers. All-time great team. All-time great team. So to me, since we done started this, the only all-time great teams that we done seen so far, we've seen great teams that been in the finals 2 or 3 or 4 times, but only won 1 championship. I consider that a great team. Teams who won 2 or more, I consider that an all-time great team. So to me, the Knicks in the 70s, Boston Celtics in the 70s, those are all-time great teams, guys. All-time great teams. In the Boston Celtics in the 60s. And then we come into the Lakers, all-time great team, guys. And, Magic this, Worthy that. Do you know James Worthy only made All-NBA, and I think it was like 91, 92? He didn't even make All-NBA with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But people will act like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had all these All-NBA teammates. Before Magic came, he had 1 All-NBA teammate, Oscar Robertson, 1 time. That's it. That's it. And then when Magic came in 80, they won the championship. Magic won even All-NBA that year or the next year. So that means Magic won even the top. How many? They got 2 teams. So he won even a top 4 guard in the NBA for his first 2 years, guys. He won even a top 4 guard in the NBA his first 2 years, guys. He didn't make All-NBA until 82. So this crazy notion that I hear Magic just showed up and they took off. No, Kareem had one of the greatest NBA finals. If you go look at his stats in NBA history, it's sickening. He led in 4 statistical categories. No, I think it was 3. Points, rebounds, and blocks. All-time great team. And, of course, Kareem sacrificed his stats to start winning. All-time great team. We know about the Boston Celtics. Larry Bird. Kevin McHale came out of the draft. They made a move and got Robert Parrish. All-time great team, guys. We talked about Philly. Great team. So we get to the Pistons. The Pistons went to the finals 3 years in a row and won 2 back-to-back. All-time great team, guys. And they were losing to the Celtics, and they start making moves to acquire some guys because the competition they were going up against. Talk about Chicago Bulls. All-time great team. So we went from the 80s, and we had 3 all-time great teams, and then we're going into the 90s, another all-time great team with the Bulls, and the Bulls made moves. They didn't go out and get All-NBA, future Hall of Fame guys, but they made some moves. All-time great team. And then we look at the Rockets. Everybody knows, all-time great team with Hakeem Olajuwon. Give me Hakeem Olajuwon. All these guys, Michael Jordan, we go back to Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem, these type of guys, give me all those guys over Joker. They played on all-time great teams. And then we start getting into the San Antonio Spurs with Tim Duncan. Give me Tim Duncan over Joker. Most of his great players came out of the draft. all-time great team. We know about them. And then we go to the Lakers. Shaq and Kobe, all-time great team. Kobe came out the damn draft and had to sit on the bench. Ain't like he was getting traded as a Hall of Fame player to go play with Shaq. No, he came out the draft. Had to come off the bench and work his way up. All-time great team. Give me Shaq, give me Kobe, give me Tim Duncan over this Joker. Joker's never even played on a great team. To me, I would say the Pistons was a great team. Not an all-time great team, but they went to back-to-back finals and they had to play. They beat an all-time great team, and then they went back the next year. So they're a great team to me. So whatever guy you want to pick up out of there, I know it's, oh, you can't pick this guy over Joker. Well, give me a collection of them guys. Give me a collection. Guess what? Detroit went out and made moves to get those guys together. They made moves, guys. So they went to back-to-back championships, beat an all-time great team, had to play another all-time great team, San Antonio, the next season, guys. And they beat the LA 4-1. This is real talk out here, guys. These dudes is putting out these weak-ass videos about Joker. It's ridiculous. And then Kobe Bryant goes to 3 straight championships and wins back-to-back. An all-time great team, guys. I mean, like, Kobe did this coming out of the West, and people will fix their mouth to say that this fool, Joker, is above Kobe Bryant. Don't tell, oh man, he had Pau Gasol, man. That's what he needed to even compete, guys. That's how competitive it was. What does Joker need to go to the finals in his era? Is he going against the same competition Kobe went against in the West? What about the West in the 80s or the 90s? Is it the same competition? I mean, like, fool, guys. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Listen, to me, I know people, oh, you can't just skip over LeBron James. Yes, I'm skipping right over this guy. Because we're not here to say that Joker did anything wrong. Anyone about his business wrong. But the bar is championships, guys, in finals appearances. That's what it is. So for LeBron James, he went about his business wrong. He went to go play with the top players in his conference. He didn't put nothing on his back and do the damn thing. So I'm excluding him. He don't count, guys. He don't. So Golden State, I'm gonna give it to Curry because he was able to win championships without Kevin Durant. And to me, yes, it was a pretty weak move. Everybody knows about this, whatever like that. But you got to remember, when we qualified, what's a super team? It's 3 other number 1 franchise players of another team. 3 players who are number 1 franchise players of another team. So when you put Golden State together with Kevin Durant, it's only 2 guys. It's only 2 guys. Kevin Love, Kyrie, and LeBron James, 3 other teams number 1 franchise player. Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James. 3 other teams number 1 franchise players. That's a super team. Clay and Draymond Green are not other teams number 1 franchise players. They're not. They were good players, but no. James Worthy could not carry. If you put James Worthy by his, he couldn't carry a team, guys. That's why he was the third wheel. He made 2 All-NBA third teams, and that's when Kareem was gone, guys. That was in the 90s when he did that. It's easy. Oh, yeah, Big Game James. Yeah, it's easy for a third guy to get off when there's 2 other great guys in front of him. Yeah. Draymond Green couldn't lead a team. Clay couldn't ever lead a team. There's no way, guys. Clay has been a shell since he left Golden State. He ain't even been half of what he was, and he was sitting there crying about this money. So I think that's about it, right? Golden State and Curry, all-time great team. So what I'm trying to say is, Joker is yet to play even on a great team. A great team. A great team. Look at this. Miami, out of all teams, ain't it Miami? Miami went to 2 finals, guys, in the 2020s. Miami went to 2 finals in the 2020, and Joker only, yeah, we all know Joker beat Miami. I think they were a play-in team or something. Give me a break. This is the type of competition he's going against, guys. So to me, just on that, and we're about to get into this real quick, this is why he could never be a top 10 player. Can't be. Or top 15. Or whatever you want to say, top 12. He has never played, never played on an all-time great team or a great team. And that's on him, guys. That's not on nobody else. That's on him to go out there and make moves. We're not trying to say he hasn't been an all-time great player or nothing like that. He's been all-time great. But there comes a time where you have to sacrifice your stats to do what? To win. You got to be able to sacrifice your stats to win. And guess what? He just hasn't did that, guys. He just ain't did that. So let's get into this. And until he can show me that, and a lot of that stuff has to do with the star player on the team that makes the team great or an all-time great team. It just ain't about who you got. It's about you as a player. And obviously, he ain't making his teammates. He ain't making them better by wanting to do this triple-double thing. It just ain't happening. So, you can say whatever you want about that, but to me, like I said, he's never played on a great team. He's never played on an all-time great team. And it has to do with him not going out and making moves, guys. The great players say, I want to go play with this guy. It ain't on the GM back like the scat be trying to tell, oh, the GM ain't getting nobody GM. No, it's not that, guys. It's the star player. We done seen it over and over. They say, I want to go play with this guy. Mm-hmm. I'm a great worker at work. So if I don't, and I've been doing my job for a long time, if I don't want to work with this guy, I will tell the boss, and the boss will take that dude away. If I say I want to work with this guy, that's what the boss is going to do, because I'm respected as one of the best at what I do. So they respect me enough to say, oh yeah, this guy gets the job done. And for him to keep getting the job done for the company, this is who he wants to work with. So we respect that. Don't let these fools out here fool you with, he ain't playing with nobody. He's playing with these injured, broke ass teammates. And look, I'm cool with it. If you want to play with these guys because you like them, that's fine with me. It's cool. But do you want to win? Obviously, he don't want to win, guys. You can't win with Murray. You can't win with Gordon. You couldn't win with Porter. Yes, you won one. Beating nobody in the NBA Finals. And your road, basically, to winning was easy. But you can't win a whole bunch of championships with guys who are always injured, guys. You can't do that. They're good players, but they're always injured. No all-time great team was winning championships with a bunch of injured players. So to me, I would have been done. I would have been, that's it. I would have been out going to get, if I'm supposed to be a 1, 2, 3 top 10 player, this is what's so crazy. They're promoting this guy as a top 10 player, best player for one championship and one finals appearance, guys, based on some damn stats. So let's get into this insanity with your boy, Johnny Arnett, who is one of the biggest agents of all time. As we found out, and people starting to smoke this guy. And I smoked this guy right off the bat when he came out with that Michael Jordan tape. Everybody's sitting there, a lot of these platforms, oh, we're going to give him some leeway. No, it ain't no leeway, dude. You should not came out with it in the first place. No. You should have came out with the Michael Jordan and the LeBron James overinflated stats together. That's what you should have did if you want to claim what the hell you was claiming, which was insanity anyways. You weren't doing it against Michael Jordan. You was just doing it against trying to clear the air. Get the hell out of here. So he claims in his latest video, it just came out of left field, guys. It was like insane. It just dropped yesterday. And this guy's talking about Joker is the most valuable player of all time. And in the video, he puts Anthony Edwards in the video. Anthony Edwards, I think he talked first about, I never played against a guy like that. He's the greatest I ever seen. And then he starts laughing. And he says, except for myself, ha 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 ha, whatever. And then he brings on some other, analyst talking about how great Joker is, and he's the greatest. It's just insanity, right? And then Johnny Arnett pops up, and first he started talking about his stats and what he means to his team, all this stuff, and him going to one championship and him leading the playoffs and all these stats, blah 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 blah. And then he tries to sign, seal, and deliver his case as Joker being the most valuable player of all time because where he was picked, I think it was in the second round. And he won an MVP. No player has ever did that. What? This is the same thing that Scap said. Hey, Johnny Arnett, get a life. Get your own stuff. Get back to what you was doing, breaking down NBA history. That's what you was great at. You wasn't saying nothing ludicrous before this Michael Jordan, overinflated stats. Now you're saying most ludicrous things of all time. You put LeBron James in this video next to Michael Jordan, and I think another player talking about, there's been players who was most valuable to their team. You put LeBron James. LeBron James. Wow. The guy who done made the most moves in NBA history. Wow. Okay. We already know where we are with this. LeBron, he's an undercover LeBron James lover. And probably a sports, what do you call it? Agent for Unclutched Sports. So anyways, so he says that, again, where he was picked in the draft, and that he was the only player officially. No, it was another player he said got picked in the second round, won an MVP, but it was only like there was less selections back then in the first round. I think it was like 10 or something like that. So if that same player was in the same draft that Joker was in, he would officially get picked in the first round. So he's not counting him. It's only Joker unofficially that got picked in the second round and won a MVP. And that makes him the most valuable player to his team, guys. And this is the same nonsense with Scap that he tried to bring up with Joker, talking about where Joker got picked in the draft. And look what he has done, the damage he has done in the NBA since being, pushed to the side and picked all the way in the pick he was picked in. Well, ask yourself, did you know anything about Joker? What about you, Scap? What about you, Johnny Arnett? Did you know anything about Joker going into that draft? No, nobody did. He was over there playing in Serbia. Great for him. Not saying he wasn't a great player in Serbia, because he was. But that's the Plumbers League, guys. And for some reason now, they done made the Plumbers League, the Euro League, better than the NBA now. It's pretty sad, guys. Anyways, so he gets drafted. Nobody knows who he is. Some people say that he didn't play his first year when he got drafted because he wasn't good enough, so they sent him back. And some people are saying that he had a fulfilled contract over there in the Euro League. That's why. I don't care. Whatever. But we do know when he came back to the NBA, what happened, guys? He didn't make all NBA his first 3 years. None. There's 3 teams, guys. There's no excuse. Didn't make all NBA his first 3 seasons. Didn't make an all-star his first 3 seasons. And didn't make the playoffs his first 3 seasons. Now, they're going to fix their mouth. The Johnny Arnett in the Scap is going to tell you that this guy was cheated. This guy was looked past. And they're acting like when he did get drafted or when he did come back to the NBA, well, it is whatever, 15, 16 year guy. Because he got drafted the 14th, 15th year. And like I said, he went back to Serbia. So they act like when he did start his career in the NBA, this guy just came in and started kicking down the door, causing havoc, and going crazy. He was the best center in the NBA. Nope. He was the second best center in the NBA? Nope. He was the third? Nope. So let's look at this. The first year he played, who made all NBA, first team, second team, and third team at the center position? The first team is 15-16 season. The Andre Jordan made all NBA first team, guys. Second team, DeMarcus Cousins made all NBA second team. Third team, Andre Drummond made third team. And I know you guys go, oh man, that's his rookie year. Bro, there's all kind of guys, all-time greats, who made first team, second team, or third team in their first season, guys. And we're going to go over this in a minute. Where was Joker? You're trying to tell me Andre Drummond was better than you and he made a third team? Okay. DeMarcus Cousins? And no hate, guys. He made the second team. And DeAndre Jordan made the first team. Goodness, God. DeAndre... This is where we was in that year, guys. 15-6. This is the LeBron James 2010 era, guys. This is a competition he was going against, guys. Second season for Joker. Who made All NBA first and second and third team? Rudy Gobert. No, my fault. Anthony Davis made All NBA first team. Respectable. Anthony Davis, guys. Second team. Rudy Gobert made All NBA second team in Joker's second season, guys. How long do you want to laugh? How long do you want to laugh? Third team. DeAndre Jordan made the third team. Goodness, God. 2018, guys. This is sickening. Joker's third season. Anthony Davis made first, All NBA first team, respectable. Second team, Joel Embiid made second team. Okay, it's respectable. No hate. He was good back then. Third team, Karl Anthony Towns made third team. So they're trying to tell you that for some reason, all these people were supposed to be sorry because Joker was picked in the second round. But again, he couldn't even make All NBA third team for his first 3 seasons, let alone first or second. So he did make it in 19 and he made first team. And I think because your boy was hurt, Anthony Davis. But the next year in 2020, Anthony Davis is back on All NBA first team and Joker is on second team. Just a coincidence, guys? If Anthony Davis never goes play with LeBron James, I think he's going to make All NBA first team every single season. Seriously. Check this out. What year was that? 2023. Joker is on All NBA second team and Joel Embiid beat him out. Whatever. So let's look at this real quick. I'm just keeping a standard, guys. These guys are just running their mouth and saying a whole bunch of stuff and won't even tell you this guy's they won't even tell you this guy's career. His whole career don't exist to them. The only thing that exists in his career is when he start getting good. So in 2016 All-Star game, he got beat out by LaMarcus Aldridge, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins. He got beat out. It's pretty crazy. So let's look at the next season in the All-Star game. See who he got beat out by. It's just crazy, man. These guys put starters. This is when they start doing this weird stuff, guys. For the starters in the East, they have 3 forwards and 2 guards. It's just crazy. This is when they start doing crazy stuff. So in 17, he got beat out by Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Marc Gasol, and DeAndre Jordan for All-Star. What a joke, guys. What a joke. And we're going to show you, because we don't want to hear none of his fans saying, oh, man, he just started his career. I'm going to show you something in a minute. Hold on. So the next season, his third season, he gets beat out by in the All-Star game. Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, LaMarcus Aldridge. Those are the guys he got beat out by. And Karl Anthony Towns as All-Star. And look, man, no disrespect to none of those guys. No disrespect. They're all decent players, but this is supposed to be an all-time great player that now they're touting to be a top 5, top 2, number 1 greatest player of all time. He was cheated where he got picked, but he didn't come in the league doing shit. He didn't come in the league doing nothing, guys. Absolutely nothing. How was he cheated? It wasn't like, okay, yeah, Michael Jordan felt some type of way, got picked number 3. He came in kicking down the door. No. He didn't. This is ridiculous what they're trying to tell you about this guy. And this is what disqualifies Johnny Arnett from even talking about NBA history. It's just showing you that he's a trigger type of dude now. Trigger. So first 10 seasons of the greatest centers of all time. So they say Joker is one of them. We got Kareem, we got Wilt, we got Russell, we got Robinson, we got Shaq, we got Hakeem, and we're going to qualify Duncan in this category. We're going to put him in there, guys. So for Joker, his first 10 seasons, we're not counting this season. This is 11. We don't know what he's going to do. So Joker in his first 10 seasons won 1 championship, 1 finals MVP, 3 MVPs, 7-time All-Star, 7 times All-NBA. Great. No. Yeah, 7 times All-NBA. Well, let's see. He wasn't 16, 17, 18. So it was 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So it's 7. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know why it says 8 on here. So I think that would be 7. Kareem, NBA champion, finals MVP, 5 times MVP. Goodness God. 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 8-time All-NBA defensive rookie of the year, 2-time scoring champ, rebound champ, 4 times block champ. Goodness God. Wilt Chamberlain, 1-time champion, 4 times MVP, 10-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA rookie of the year, 7-time scoring champion, and 8-time rebound leader or champion. Bill Russell, 9-time champion, 5-time MVP, 10-time All-Star, 9 times All-NBA, 1-time All-NBA defensive. Hold on, guys. 4-time rebound champ. Bill Russell in his last season made the All-NBA defensive, guys. His last season, that's when it came out, and Joker can't even get one. David Robinson, NBA champion. MVP, 7-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, 7-time defensive team, rebound champ, scoring champ, blocks champion, rookie of the year. Shaq, 3-time NBA champion, 3 times finals MVP, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 2-time defensive team, rookie of the year, 2-time scoring champion. I mean, they wiping the floor with this Joker. Hakeem, champion, finals MVP, 9-time All-Star, 8-time All-NBA, 2-time defensive player of the year, 8-time defensive team, 2-time rebound leader, 3-time blocks leader. Goodness God. Are we really talking about center? Are these oh, goodness God. Tim Duncan, for shits and giggles, because he's a real center, guys. He only didn't play center position because Robinson was already there. 4-time champion, 3-time finals MVP, 2-time MVP, 4-time, 9-time All-Star, 10 times All-NBA, 9-time defensive team, rookie of the year, guys. Can somebody stop the bleeding? Somebody stop the lying? Somebody stop the capping? They're saying Joker is the greatest player of all time, guys. You got guys saying out there saying that. Top 5 player, all these shenanigans. He's not even the best center of all time. He's not even the greatest center of all time. I mean, these numbers here are staggering against this guy. In this era, less means more. Less means more, guys. Not only that, as a center, this guy don't even average a block for his career. Never averaged a block in a season. Is that really even a real center? Well, how would you qualify that as a real center, guys? It's ridiculous. So let's look at this. First 5 seasons since Joker is supposed to be greater than all these guys. The most valuable to his team, guys. This is what Johnny Arnett, the garbage he's spewing on his channel. Let's look at the first 5 seasons. Versus Michael Jordan, versus Kareem, versus Wilt. Who is this? Versus Hakeem, versus Magic, versus David Robinson, and versus Kobe Bryant. The first 5 seasons. So we'll just read off Joker, what he did his first 5 seasons. And we should know by now. He was a 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, guys. That's it. His first 5 seasons. This is the guy they cried about getting picked where he got picked. And that's all he could give you guys. And he only got this after his in his 4th season. 4th and 5th season, he just now shows up as an All-Star and an All-NBA. Remember, for most of these guys, there was no All-NBA 13. There was none of that. So in the centers, it's only 2 spots back in the day. Only 2 spots. It ain't like the forward or the guard back in the day where they'll let you on just as a guard, just as a forward. They want to say, oh, power forward, forward. They just let you win as a guard. So as a guard or a forward, even when they had 2 teams, it was 4 spots. For the centers, it was only 2 spots. So Michael Jordan, his first 5 seasons, 5-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA, 1-time MVP, All-Star MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, 1-time steals leader, 2-time defensive team, and 3-time scoring champ. You see that? 5 times All-Star. Mike only played like 15 games in one of them seasons. And that's how popular he was. How popular is Joker? We don't know, guys. Not too popular. He's not pushing the game. That's why LeBron James is still in here as a damn clown, because Joker is not pushing the game. He's going back to Serbia. He's not advertising the game, guys. LeBron James is pushing the game with shenanigans in a clown show more than Joker is pushing the game. So Wilt Chamberlain, 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 1-time MVP, All-Star MVP, Rookie of the Year, 5-time scoring champion, 4-time. I'm just putting it on there. We know this didn't happen, but he would have made defensive team 5 times, guys. If you want to take it off, that's fine. I'm just putting it on there. Him and Russell would have made defensive teams. It's just real. 5-time rebound champion. Remember, 5-time. Remember, Bill Russell supposed to be the greatest rebounder of all time. He's taking his rebound championships and scoring titles away. Well, he ain't taking scoring titles away from Bill Russell, but his rebound titles, that's crazy. And you got the nerve to call Joker greater than Wilt Chamberlain based on what? Who's he going against for these rebound titles? Joker, who's he going against for these scoring titles? Come on, man. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 3 times MVP, Rookie of the Year, 3-time defensive team, and 2 scoring titles. Hakeem, 5-time All-Star, 4 times All-NBA, 3-time defensive team, 1-time rebound leader. Magic Johnson, 4-time All-Star, 3 times All-NBA, 2-time assist leader, 2-time steals champion. David Robinson, 5-time All-Star, 5 times All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, blocks leader, 5-time defensive team, scoring champ, rebound champ. And what would he would have had? I think he was MVP the next season. If he would have played the next season, he did play, but we would have went more seasons. Kobe Bryant, 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, 2-time defensive team. That's it, guys. That's it for this guy. He the most valuable player to his team, guys. This is just crazy. So a lot of people say Joker is the greatest player of the 2020s. Okay. But it's questionable. You can question it. Let's look at Giannis and Joker. They both won MVP, both won the finals MVP. They both only went to the championship game 1 time. I think that Giannis had a more historical championship, and I think he played better opponents going to the playoffs, but that's not on here. Joker, 3-time MVP. Giannis, 2 times MVP. Joker, 7-time All-Star. And Giannis, 9-time All-Star. This ain't in the 2020s. We're just saying, the greatest player of the 2020s, so we're counting their whole career. Joker, 0 times All-Star MVP. Giannis, 1 time. Joker, 5-time All-NBA first team. Giannis, 7 times All-NBA first team. They both got 2 All-NBA second teams. Giannis has a Defensive Player of the Year. Joker doesn't. All-NBA defensive first team. Joker, 0. Giannis, 4. Second team. Giannis, 1. Joker, 0. NBA Cup champion. Giannis, 1 time. Joker, 0, guys. NBA Cup MVP. Joker, 0, because he's never been to the Cup Finals. And Giannis, 1 time, guys. Just saying. He's trying to compete. They're trying to tell us this guy is on the level of these past great players, and they're mopping the floor with this guy. And it's questionable, is he really even better than Giannis? So greatest 5-year peak. Now, we can do this with any all-time great player against Joker, a 5-year peak. Now, we just did the first 5 years with these other guys, and I don't even know if that's considered their greatest 5-year peak or whatever like that, but they were just first 5 years. They was greater than Joker. So we'll just use Giannis on this. We did a Kobe one time, and Kobe basically mopped the floor with this guy. It was ridiculous. So this is where Scap said that Joker had the greatest 5-year peak, laughable. He put LeBron James, Larry Bird, and Joker as the greatest 5-year peak, guys. He excluded Michael Jordan said he's the greatest 5-year peak, and then put Joker, LeBron James, and Larry Bird. Larry Bird's respectable. So we put Giannis against Joker. Joker 21-25, and Giannis 19-23. So they both were champions, both Finals MVPs. Joker has 3 MVPs. Giannis has 2. 5-time All-Star, both of them on a 5-year peak. Again, Giannis has an All-Star MVP. Joker doesn't. 5-time defensive first team. No, not defensive. All-time, 5-time All-NBA, period. Giannis, 5 times. Joker, All-NBA first team, 4 times. Defensive Player of the Year, again, Joker has none. Giannis has 1. Defensive first team. Joker has 0, and Giannis has 4. All-NBA second team. Giannis has 1, and Joker has none, guys. Well, I mean, what's going on here, guys? Oh, y'all gotta be playing, messing with people's heads out here. So you can really say Giannis is the greatest 2020s player. He's better. He edges him out by the defensive teams. I think he has 6. He has an NBA Cup. The only thing Joker has on Giannis is 1 MVP, guys. So let's do this for shits and giggles. And I wasn't going to do it at first, but this is the same fool, fake Kobe Bryant fan. We already know Johnny Arnett is a fake Kobe Bryant fan too. We done figured that out. But we know Scap is a fake Kobe Bryant fan, and we just did the 5-year peak because he claims, Scap, that Joker had the greatest 5-year peak. And I said, well, what about Kobe? Yeah, I wouldn't say Kobe has the greatest 5-year peak, but he's in there. So Kobe, from 06 to 2010, and then we got the same peak over here for Joker, 21-25. So we should know. So for Kobe, 2 championships. Joker, 1 championship. And if you want to be real, Kobe went to 3 straight finals. Joker went to 1 finals. Okay. Finals MVP, 2 for Kobe, 1 for Joker. MVPs, 1 for Kobe, 3. I mean, is it 3? No, 3. 3 for Joker. All-Star, 5 for Kobe, and 5 for Joker. All-Star MVP, 2 for Kobe, 0 for Joker. How come this guy, I've never seen that. This guy can't win 1 All-Star MVP. I'm saying he just shows up and goes through the motions, guys. He don't even care about this game. He just cares about putting up stats and going back to Serbia. All-NBA first team, Kobe 5 times, Joker 4 times. All-NBA defensive, Kobe 5 times. Well, first team, Kobe 5 times, Joker 0. Scoring champion, Kobe 2 times, Joker 0. And then just for shits and giggles, whatever. Kobe won a FIBA gold medal, Olympic gold medal. In that time period, Joker won the bronze. So in that time, what was so great about Joker? Oh, he led his team in playoff. Well, he led the playoffs in stats. Okay. Well, in that time period, Kobe was on All-NBA first team and defensive team at the same time. Just a little highlight right here. In Kobe's era, greatness was winning championships, not stats. Remember, Kobe sacrificed his stats to start winning championships. We've heard that about a whole bunch of great players, from Bill Russell to Wilt Chamberlain had to do it. A lot of great players had to sacrifice stats to start winning championships. 08, Kobe played a super team of 3 top 75 guys. Now, he didn't win, but that's who he had to play. He didn't cry. Joker ain't played nothing like that, guys. 2009, Kobe beat the greatest defensive player of his era that beat LeBron James. So Dwight Howard was the greatest defensive player of the era that beat LeBron James. And that same team, the Magic, guess what? They beat the Big 3 Celtics that same year. So that's who Kobe beat. It wasn't just, oh yeah, Kobe beat Dwight Howard. No, Kobe beat the greatest defensive player of that era that played on the Magic. And that Magic team beat the Big Three Celtics, and they beat LeBron James. 2010, beat 3 top 75 players, the Celtics. From 08 to 2010, 3 straight finals appearances and winning back-to-back. Out the West. One of the greatest West of all time. For some reason, Scat will tell you, or have told us, that's the greatest run of all time, 2008 all the way into 2010. I would say 2007 if we count the FIBA and Olympics, what Kobe was able to do. But for some reason, Scat don't forgot about that, and he pissed all over Kobe's legacy for money. I already told you guys, money is evil. This is what these guys will do. They will say, forget about the standard. We want money. Money is evil. So this is where we are with this Joker thing. We ain't said nothing but facts. We told you the facts. We showed you the numbers. Brought you the... Y'all like stats, right? 1 minute you like stats. Next minute you don't like stats. They sound like LeBron James fans. 1 minute they like stats. When the stats going against them, they don't like stats no more. Stats are no, it ain't about stats. That's what y'all making it about. And that's what Joker career has become about. Some stats. Michael Jordan had to sacrifice his stats to start winning. It ain't about Joker being a bad person. It ain't about Joker doing it the wrong way, going about it the wrong way. It's about winning. The bar is winning championships. They was on Kobe about that when he left from Shaq. The bar for him was about winning championships, guys. They was on Michael Jordan. The bar is winning championships. They was on Isaiah Thomas. The bar is winning championships. They was on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The bar is winning championships. They was on Wilt. The bar is winning championships. This guy ain't even getting to championships, plural. Joker ain't. He's playing no dynasty teams in his era. Who's the dynasty teams, guys? This guy literally started his career in 15-16 season. Fine. There's a little window right there for a lot of players. They don't win when they first come in. That's fine. But since the 2020s, as the greatest player, as a 3-time MVP winner, the bar is now winning championships in the 2020s. That's it. It ain't no stats. It ain't no excuses. It ain't about what player had this on his team and all this crazy stuff. This guy didn't show up to that game, to the elimination game against Minnesota the year after he won the championship. When he said, who's going to stop the Denver Nuggets? They're just unstoppable. All this nonsense, right? He didn't show up to that elimination game. They got clowned in most of that series. He didn't show up last year in that game 7 against OKC. Remember, look, guys, the Pacers, without their best player, took OKC to a game 7. What does that mean, guys? Well, first of all, it means OKC is not that historical team that people's trying to shove them in line with the rest of the historical great teams. They're not. They went to one championship and won one championship. That's it. That don't qualify them for even being a great team, in my opinion. You have to at least go to 2 championships to even qualify, well, 2 finals to even qualify as a great team. An all-time great team, you have to at least win 2 championships. So the Pacers, without their best player, took OKC to a game 7. That means, in my opinion, that Joker is a fraud. He's a fraud, guys. The Indiana Pacers was like 5. Remember, they wasn't like the 5th seed last year? I don't care who they beat out the East. They were going against his so-called juggernaut OKC. They took them to a game 7. That means, Joker, you're trying to tell me that the Pacers were better than the Denver Nuggets last year? The Denver Nuggets were like a 5 seed. The Nuggets, if I'm mistaken, weren't they like a 3 seed? And it really was a 2 seed because Houston Rockets, they were Fugazi last year. Fugazi. They got rolled up out in the first round. Fugazi team, guys. And they had a chance to be the number 2 seed. The Denver Nuggets did. But nevertheless, that means the Denver Nuggets should have knocked off OKC in that game 7. And they didn't. Why? Because Joker didn't show up. Because what they did They frustrated this dude from running the offense. I keep trying to tell you guys, put this guy on the block, let him get 35 points a game, get you 15 rebounds, and let somebody else facilitate, because it's going to be that easy. Because he's not really a real point guard, guys. So when you stop him from facilitating, the rest of the team is looking goofy. They don't know what to do now because they're used to this guy running the offense. So once you stop him from running the offense, see, the difference is when Wilt Chamberlain was running the offense and he was a facilitator, that was his new role. He was no longer a scorer like that, guys. They didn't look for him to score. He was facilitating. He could score, but he was facilitating. That's what he was doing. He wasn't looking to score. He sacrificed his stats. He put Hal Greer in front of him to be the top scorer so they can win. And he played a Bill Russell role. He sacrificed his stats, guys. And I'm not trying to say this is what, Joker has to do. But I'm just trying to tell you that, one, I don't think he's going to win without another all-time great player. Not a super team. I ain't talking about go get two guys. I'm talking about another great player. Because obviously, these guys, for some reason, they can't be all-time great with him. Because there's been, all-time great players who made other guys all-time great. That's fine. But for me, I don't think he can make other guys all-time great because he wants his stats. He wants his assists, his points, his rebound. So if you play in a damn LeBron James game, it ain't going to work. But if you go play a center game and just play your game, which is rebounding, defending, and you get the most points, that's fine. But if you want to be the point guard in the center, it's not going to work. It just ain't going to work like that. And you want to be the guy that gets all the points, and all the assists, and all the rebounds. That's the LeBron James effect, guys. The only reason why it really worked for LeBron James to get the championships he got, now that he was getting all those stats, is because he had super teams, guys. He couldn't do that with just him and Dwayne Wade. That's why he had to go get another guy. He had to go get Kyrie. He had to go get he had to go get Love. He had to go get Chris Bosh. Because even with another great player, him playing like that, it ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna be able to play defense if you're getting all those stats. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. That's why I talk about LeBron James. He never played defense, and you see Joker ain't playing defense because they're trying to trade off stats for defense. And you can't do that, especially as a center. You got to be able to play defense. His defense is fugazi. It is what it is, guys. Either you're on the All-NBA defensive team or you're not. There's no, look at this advance. Either you are or you're not. You can't make up nonsense. Either you're an all-time great and you played on great teams or all-time great teams, or you didn't. And if you didn't, you're not a top 10 to top 15 player. You're not. You can put up all these fugazi stats you want. That's just the facts. The proof is in the pudding. You can't just make up your own little criteria over stats. Either you go out and you get an all-time great teammate, or you don't. Nobody can make up excuses for you because everybody else did the same thing. They went out and got all-time great players to fill a certain void, a certain position. If you don't want to, that's great. If you want to play with some injured dudes, that's great, guys. Good for you. But nobody can make up excuses for your nonsense. While even in this era, these guys are out making moves, guys. He don't want to. He wants to put up stats. Great for you. Great for you. If you want to look like a fool, being the only dude that they're saying, it's a top 5, top 10 player, the greatest of all time, that just wants to put up stats and don't want to win championships and don't want to play with other great players, that's on you. But all the all-time great players played with all-time great players, whether it came through the draft or they had to make moves. That's it. Nobody's blaming them for going to play with such and such unless it was a super team. And nobody blames Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. They were old guys. You see what I got them? 1 championship, 1 finals, 2 finals appearances. They was old. And did you hear me qualify them for that Celtics being an all-time great team? Even though they went to 2 championships and won 1, I don't qualify them because that was a super team, guys. I'm not qualified. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Just like I'm not qualifying LeBron James teams, I'm not doing it, guys. That doesn't count to me. Nothing about that was organic. Not one guy was organic that came through the draft like that. I'm talking about the top 3 guys. Magic came through the draft. Worthy came through the draft. And like I said, Worthy wasn't making all those all-NBAs in the 80s. He didn't make none. Kevin McHale came through the draft, okay? So you can't say, what about that team? No, they came through the draft. all the top players for the Boston Celtics in the 60s came through the draft, guys. Spurs came through the draft. That's why I'm not gonna qualify that. To me, you say what you want. Kevin Durant didn't play on no super team. Draymond and Clay came to the draft, guys. That's only two guys, two other teams, #1 franchise players. Kevin Durant and Curry. Yeah, was it a weak move? Yes, it was a weak move. We're not trying to say it wasn't a weak move, but what is the man supposed to do when LeBron James just built 2 super teams? What are you supposed to do? So everybody's supposed to just stand in line and play LeBron James super team. He already blown out the East. He got to the damn NBA Finals, and he lost Kyrie Irving, guys. That's how weak the East was. But anyways, so everybody just supposed to stand in line and play LeBron James super teams since Miami. And Kevin Durant ain't what he's supposed to do. So LeBron James going to going to the Heat, that was the weakest move of all time. And then he went and played with other 2 #1 franchise players of other teams. Another weak move. So Kevin Durant he made a weak move in 2007. LeBron James made a weak move all through the damn 210s. So me, I was always a Joker fan, but I was just fed up. Like, how is Luka going over there? How's Dame going over there? How, Karl Anthony Towns going over there? How's all the ADs going on? This dude ain't making no moves. That's what pissed me off, guys. Because this guy should be with another star player, another future Hall of Fame great player. He should be running through the NBA, and nobody will be blaming him. What super team? It's just him and another all-time great player. Why ain't this guy making the moves? He went and got his damn coach fired. So stop the nonsense about, oh no, that's on the GM. It's this and that, and it ain't his fault, and blah 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 blah. No, he went. We even heard the rumblings about that. That Joker didn't like the way things were going. Well, why don't you go out and get another? Listen, this guy is going back to Serbia. It's probably because Mike Malone said, I'm sick of this shit. Let's play real basketball. Who cares about your stats? Let's play. He probably said, you gotta go. He pulled it down LeBron James. Could he play with Ja Morant? Ja Morant's coming up. I mean, I wouldn't, but you always hear about this guy going here, this guy going probably getting traded. What about to the Denver Nuggets? Now, they got a decent team this year. I'm not trying to say they don't have a decent team. We'll see what happens. But they're playing really good without him, even though Scap done lied. Oh, they've been playing poop competition. They've been playing poop competition all year. That's all the NBA is. If you look at the schedule is trash competition night in and night out. Either it's a good team or a bad team, or a good team that was going to play a good team, but the star player set out. So now you got a trash matchup again. So it's basically 9 out of 10 games, trash matchups, either because it's a trash matchup period or trash game period, because a good team is playing a bad team over and over again, or a star player don't show up to what we thought was going to be a good matchup that night. This is the NBA. So there's no excuse for this guy. They want to put him up here with all these all-time greats. He don't have nothing to show for it. Ain't been on a great team, all-time great team. Ain't got the stats to match up with these guys or the accolades. Their first 5 seasons, their first 10 seasons of these all-time greats, whether it's centers or just all-time great players. Joker ain't got it, guys. He's an all-time great, the greatest player of the 2020s. But what is that saying, guys? Who is his competition? Who's his competition? At the center position is a joke. It don't exist. It don't exist. Joel Embiid? Come on, man. Karl Anthony Clowns? Rudy Gobert? How did Rudy Gobert have all that damn hair? And then he shows up bald. I'm telling you, these guys just be wearing wigs, man. They be wearing hair pieces, all kind of shit, man. These dudes. And LeBron James started that trend. What a coincidence. They follow behind LeBron James for everything. LeBron James sits out, starts the season, sitting out. And then guess what? It just blows up all over the NBA. These guys are sitting out more this year than they've ever sit out. Ever sit out. Who we talking about? Anthony Edwards. He didn't play last night against the Rockets. The Rockets barely won. These guys don't care about winning, guys. Anthony Edwards is a joke. I'm not trying to say this guy didn't have an injury, but if he just would have came and played 70%, this guy's sitting up on the bench talking. The game just started, and he talking trash to the Rockets. Like, what is that, dude? You don't even want to suit up and play. So now you get the Rockets a free win on you because you don't want to sit there and play. Why is this guy getting hurt so much? He's a young player. No, I mean, these guys it's just a joke for the NBA guys. Another primetime game. I was just talking about this. What you think is going to be a good matchup? A star player's out. So it's another trash matchup. And yeah, the Rockets won, but by default. So you can't even give them this game. They won by default, and you see this shit every night in the NBA. A good team will beat another good team by default because their star player has a boo-boo. So I'm gonna get off of here. But like I said, for the Joker fans, until this guy can achieve these things, will his team to beat a great team by at least going to 2 NBA finals, or an all-time great team by winning at least 2 NBA finals, and putting up the same accolades as these guys of the top 10, the top 12 players, then he's not there, guys. He's not there. His 3 MVPs does not qualify him to be in there, guys. It just don't. It just don't. Even if he had 4, it don't qualify because the competition he's going against, guys. It don't. He's just sitting there putting up stats. He don't want to win. He don't want to play with all-time great players. Well, another one. Like I said, there's no dynasties he's going against. Who is it? Who's the dynasties in we're in 2026, guys. We said that last year. If you don't get it done, we're done with him and all this stuff because he's been overhyped. He's been overhyped by his fans. Great player. He does what he's supposed to do. He didn't do nothing wrong, but the bar is winning championships. That's what we're going to be impressed by. One championship, guys. Wilt Chamberlain went to 6 and was playing dynasty teams. Are we serious? He was playing dynasty teams in the 70s and in the 60s. He was playing dynasty teams. And he went to 6. And they got the nerve to fix their mouth to put this guy in the same breath as Wilt Chamberlain, guys. Not even close. Wilt Chamberlain statistically dominates this guy and defensively dominates this guy. And then Wilt Chamberlain put his stats on the back burner to start winning the rest of his career from that point on. What was it, for like 5 seasons? He put 5-6 seasons. He put his stats on the back burner to be a rebounder and be a defensive guy and facilitate. That's what Wilt Chamberlain did because he was going against dynasty teams in the 70s and the 60s. So it's an insult, and Joker should tell you it's an insult that you ever put his name with Wilt Chamberlain. Because what they do, they always try to put asterisk on Wilt Chamberlain or his era when they bring up other stats in the past or bring up other players that did this. But now they want to bring up Wilt Chamberlain's name because, this fool was putting up these triple doubles or doing this or doing that, whatever. Now you want to bring up Wilt Chamberlain, but before you want to leave Wilt Chamberlain out and say, oh, before the, after the merger and all this trash. It's insulting. We're not even playing the same basketball, man, that they played from the 60s, 50s, all the way up for some reason until 2019. Now we're just playing a 3-point contest in the 2020s, and they got the nerve to fix their mouth to even put this guy with a Wilt Chamberlain. It's just sickening, guys.